Good afternoon, friends. I'm Cliff Mullen here with my good friend David Culp. He's ready. He's excited to be here. No, thanks for hanging out with me for a few minutes, David. We're starting off our blinded study here at Westover. Dustin Barty was here yesterday, get us started in the sermon series, and our growth groups dove in for the first time. One of the things we're really excited about is the spiritual practices that'll be part of this study. Each week, we'll have a different set of practices, Monday, and you'll be able to engage in those Monday through Friday. This week, we're going for it, right?
Right.
We're going to start with the topic of fasting. There's a different type of fast each day of the week. And so I know that's kind of intimidating for me and probably for you. And so I wanted to reach out to David. He's kind of our resident expert when it comes to fasting. So just kind of ballparking, when did you first get into the practice of fasting?
Boy, I don't know if I remember exactly. I remember our small group did a study by Richard Foster on spiritual disciplines, and fasting was one that a lot of us hadn't spent much time doing. So I thought we should do more of this.
Okay.
So that's how we got started.
So what was your first fast like? Do you remember?
Yes, it was very difficult. I like the way you lay out small pieces because I think the first fast I tried was like for 30 hours.
Oh yeah, that's hard.
I felt like a failure because the whole time I was thinking about food and not spiritual things.
Yep.
So, but as any discipline, the more you practice something, the better you get at it. So that was my first experience. I thought, oh, this is hard.
And have you found as you've practiced this, you've been able to get into that spiritual side of it more deeply?
Yes. I think the thing that has helped me the most is planning a couple weeks in advance to prep for it and say, okay, on this date, I'm going to do this, and when I'm going to start, when I'm going to end, and just kind of getting mentally ready, plus thinking about what is it I really want to focus on during the fast.
Okay.
So that a little more intention helps.
Yeah.
Helps.
So another thing that you've done is and so you're not the only one, but our elders frequently fast.
Right.
What's that been like fasting as a community together?
That is really helpful because, in fact, right now the elders are going through this month fasting once a week as we read a chapter a day from Acts. And what's great about that is as you're fasting and as you're hungry and as you're thinking about, this is hard, you're thinking, okay, I've got a group of people who are doing the same thing that I'm doing, so we're in this together. It kind of gives a reinforcement to what you're doing because you realize, okay, I'm not alone. Other people are doing this as well. So that's helpful.
As you've practiced with fasting, what are some of the spiritual encouragements you found from it?
Well, I think, number one, it helps me appreciate our daily bread because
you miss it.
And hunger is such a powerful thing. You can easily access it anytime you're hungry, but when you say no, you're realizing, okay, when you break the fast, you say, oh, this tastes so good. Thank you, Lord, that I have food. So that's one thing, but I think the other thing is just realizing everything we have is from God and kind of pointing everything back to God, thinking about what all we get from Him is very helpful.
So as this week gets started and you look at the spiritual practices for this week, we're going to have it all posted below. I want you to remember, you don't have to drop what you're doing at the end of the day Monday and feel guilty because you didn't start fasting on Monday. The first fast for this week is just to pick something that you love to eat or drink, that you eat or drink every day, and go for a day without taking part in that. But you don't have to start right now. Chat with your family, talk to some friends, pick a date and get started, and just kind of walk through this and see what you learn. Because a lot of times those lessons are pretty individual in nature.
Right.
All right, well, we hope you guys are really blessed by this. We hope you're encouraged by it. If you have any questions, let us know. If you have great experiences, please share them. David, thanks for sharing your wisdom with us. Have a great day.
Okay, bye.